The thing is, yeah, that's because I've always thought you were mad.
No, but the thing is, one man's madman is another man's terror serial.
You look the kind of person that will kill someone.
I will never kill again.
And again, see what I'm saying?
They say one man's terrorist is another. One man's free. If
Bruv, get it right, bruv.
Don't worry, we're not live, so no one's gonna see this. Imagine if you watch this. Shit, we're live.
What up, guys? I am Sa Ra Garvey, and welcome to the weekly roundup of the people's opinion. As you heard, there's a guy behind the screens here who's, in my personal point of view, slyly a serial killer, and he said he'll never kill again. That is Jesse. Today, we are going to be going into a few things, as a matter of fact. We are going to be going into what is going on with Andrew Tate. Andrew Tate has recently been arrested. We're going to be going into Ryan Garcia. We're going to be going into what is going on in Africa. We might go into what is going on in the world of OnlyFans, depending on how much time we have. And as a matter of fact, we'll go into a little bit of racism to start off with. As a matter of fact, wouldn't someone say something about some racism, Jesse?
Yeah. Evening, guys. So this is from T in the comments. So you would rather discuss these pair of clowns over the racist and violent remarks made about a black female MP, that's a member of parliament, but you wanna wear an African necklace, kiss my teeth, fraud. Shout out T. Thank you so much for calling out this charlatan, this fraud, this lunatic, this man that is Sa Ra Garvey. You'd rather do all of that than talk about what really matters.
What really matters, yeah. I've got to talk about a random MP.
Piece of shit.
Do you know what I mean? I've got to talk about some random member of parliament because she received some racism, but I actually will, as a matter of fact. What you didn't know is that I was going to talk about it anyway, but it doesn't matter because I'm a fraud. But you know what? Do you know what's interesting, Jesse, though, just addressing that point, right? Is that a lot of people who are emotional, shout out to you, Mr. Emotional, whoever that is.
You're talking to me.
No, not you, bro. Shout out to Mr. Emotional. It's like, if we talk about something that's on a world scale, right, and affects the world in general, how is that not more important than something that affects you on like a minimal scale, like an MP with some racist comments? Because to me, racism's gonna always exist. I've said this so many different times. Like, I mean, I'd love to talk about racism. You know, I don't mind talking about it, but it's always going to exist. Do people really get surprised at racism nowadays, Jesse?
I get surprised when I don't experience racism. No. I know I like to joke a lot. Years ago, like 2014, maybe 15, I can't remember. I was in Naples. I was in Italy. I was in all of Italy. Milan, Florence, Naples, Rome, everywhere.
You working for the mafia?
No, I was just traveling by myself. And I experienced no racism.
None.
And I left Italy thinking, like, you guys let me down. Because I was ready.
Oh, you were like, you geared yourself up for it.
And there was none. So yeah, I'm more surprised when there's no racism.
That's what I'm saying. People that get surprised at racism now, like I said before, I was on the show a few weeks ago, and I was like, the people that really complain about racism are the people that really care about getting into other people's parties and what other people think of them. Really and truly, if I'm totally honest, I don't give a damn what people think about me. Like, I'm just going to say what I'm going to say, and if people take it, they take it. That's absolutely fine. If they don't, they don't. That's absolutely fine. I'm going to get on and do my thing. Do you know what I mean? I'm not going to allow somebody's the only time racism is when I care, let's say, is when it adversely affects the lives of people. Do you know what I'm saying? When it adversely affects the lives of a group of people, that's when we care. If someone says, oh, Sa Ra Garvey, you're an N-word, I'm going to be like, okay, cool, but tomorrow I still got to go and pick up whatever from Sainsbury's. Do you know what I mean? Like, tomorrow I've got to think about my son, or
yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's like, how is that really affecting me?
I'm a bit annoyed because for once I'm actually in agreement with you.
For once.
Yeah, so like people saying like a derogatory term followed by like your race, yeah? Like you black this or you white this. For me, that's okay, cool, thank you.
Yeah, thanks.
Do you know what I mean? You're not really creative. You could call me anything, like you took the easy way. For me, it's really racism when, like what you said, when your actions adversely affect
a group of people.
So, for example, if you're an employer refusing to employ a certain demographic,
right,
that's racist.
Right.
Yeah, the other stuff, I don't really care for that. It's freedom of speech, as far as I'm concerned.
And this is what I said. It's like, if you're in a position to not employ or to disrespect or to underhandedly give money to a certain group of people, I care about that.
Yeah.
Someone saying, oh yeah, Sa Ra Garvey, you're an N-word. Bro, whatever, bro. I've still got to go and shoot tomorrow. Do you know what I mean? It's like, unless you're stopping me doing that, then we might have a problem.
Exactly.
But if we ain't doing me, if I hear somebody say something, my first thought in my head is, what does that person do? What do you do? Are you in the position to adversely affect the lives of a group of people? If you're not, and you're on the till at Tesco, I'm like, all right, cool, whatever.
It was crazy. You have a child, I have a child, yeah?
Mm.
If they were at school and they came back and said to you, so-and-so called me a name,
yes,
you tell them to just get over it, sticks and stones. However, as adults now, we disregard sticks and stones.
Yeah.
And now it's a thing like, oh, he called me this.
We focus on those names.
Yeah.
And we focus on how those names make us feel. I don't give a damn. Like, listen, once you start adversely affect, that's why I talk about, we'll go into it later on today, actually. That's why I talk about things that happen in like different African countries where it's actually adversely affecting people, because that actually matters. Oh my God, someone called me a name. So what? Get over yourself. But we're going to go into it anyway. We're actually going to go into the MP that we're speaking about today. Her name is Diane Abbott. Diane Abbott is a black MP from the UK, and well, not even allegedly anymore. She was called some racist remarks. Jesse, can we get the first slide up?
See what it says? Tory donors' alleged comments. Is it alleged or alleged?
Alleged.
Alleged comments about Diane Abbott were racist, says Downing Street.
Next one.
Comments allegedly made about Diane Abbott by a Conservative donor were racist and wrong, Richard Sunak's spokesman has said. Frank Hester, who has donated £10 million to the Tories, reportedly said the MP made him want to hate all black women. This sounds just like you. This is...
Hang on, whoa. Let's stop there, right? Because that's what you say about me, bro. You say that I hate black women.
So I'm being honest with you. You come across as someone who just got a thing for hating black women. I don't know what they. I don't
hate black women.
Yo, bro, look at me. Who hurt you?
Next one. I must be gay, right? You hurt me. I'm gay.
Yeah, you were gay.
I was gay. Yeah. I changed back.
You only date white women.
I only date white women. Yeah. I hate black women.
Hate black women.
The story can keep going on and on. But let's continue. Read on.
Miss Hester apologized for making rude comments, but said his words had nothing to do with her gender nor color of skin. This is great. Downing Street initially declined to describe his comments as racist, but later, Mr. Sunak's spokesperson said the comments allegedly made by Frank Hester were racist and wrong. He has now rightly apologized for the offense caused, and where remorse is shown, it should be accepted. I like that. The Prime Minister is clear there is no place for racism in public life, and as the first British Asian Prime Minister leading one of the most ethically diverse cabinets in our history, the UK is living proof of the fact. The government's position on Ms. Hester's alleged remarks has zigzagged all day. So I like this bit right here.
Go on, what does it say?
Sunak said he has now rightly apologized for the offence caused, and where remorse is shown, it should be accepted. Where remorse is shown, it should be accepted.
Oh, okay. So if I show remorse, so basically saying if you show remorse for being racist, then your apology should be accepted. So not that you maybe need to change your thought process, just the fact that you apologized for being racist, that's what we should take. And that's the thing about when I talk about racism. People that get surprised at racism nowadays, to me, are very interesting, because the bottom line is racism is going to always exist. Okay, it's not going anywhere anytime soon. White people will tell you that they believe racism exists. Black people will tell you that they believe racism exists. But for some reason, people like to act as if they don't know who the racists are. I'm not saying everyone is racist or everything is racist. I'm just saying, look, can we just be honest about certain things nowadays? And unfortunately, Diane Abbott has been on the receiving end of something racist, but she works as an MP. We live in Great Britain. It's a majority white country. Do we actually think that that racism is not going to show its head at some point, Jesse? Is that what people think?
I mean, I play Sunday league football. So like, I don't really like, remarks don't really faze me.
Right, yeah, because she's like, oh, you're this, you're a wanker. Hey!
That genuinely doesn't faze me. Like you can say something quote unquote racist to me, I wouldn't even register until like the next day. Oh, hold on.
Do you think that's something that black people need to start learning to do?
Just get over it. Just get over it, please.
I actually think black people need to start to learn to actually let name calling roll off their back. What you need to focus on as black people when it comes to racism are things that adversely affect black people as a group. The man who works at Tesco, who just says a racist term to you or to someone, is not going to adversely impact the lives of a group of people. Name calling has always been about, it will always be about black people. Seriously, it really doesn't matter. All right. But Jesse, Andrew Tate has been arrested again.
Yeah, guys, we haven't started yet. So those of you new to the show, we've literally just started, went on segue.
Yeah, thanks for that.
Yeah, so there's some comments. Just what I just let people know that they haven't missed anything.
Oh, did you want to read one?
No. We're good.
Yeah. So basically, Andrew Tate has been arrested again, and it seems like the quote unquote Matrix is after Andrew Tate. To give it some context, we're going to play a video, and I'm going to talk about the video and what is actually said in the video. I think this is something that is very important to society and where society is going, and what your freedoms are going to look like in about 10 years' time. Can we play that video, Jesse?
UK is trying to put me in jail.
So an arrest warrant has been issued to the Bucharest authorities. The brothers have been arrested. They deny, as they've always done, those UK charges. These allegations are old allegations that were examined by UK police as far back as 2012 and were eventually dismissed by the Crown Prosecution Service. So nothing came of those allegations that were investigated over a decade ago by UK police.
What it actually says, or what has happened, is these charges are a decade old. These charges are a decade old, and what they
a decade
old.
That's what we said. He wasn't even born a decade ago. Andrew Tate was only born in 2023. What were we doing here?
I think it was 2022, but okay.
Yeah, what the hell?
Yeah, these charges are a decade old, and what they've done is that they've gone into something that they've said themselves that they've dismissed. They said, "Oh, we looked at it 10 years ago, and we don't want to go along with that." But now they are now looking at it again, and they are arresting him again. So you have to make things make sense to me, because I'm a logical thinking type of person. Why are you looking at something or accusing somebody of something that happened 10 years ago that you yourself, as the court system, said that you dismiss? Why are you doing that?
Agendas after rise.
Agendas. What's the agenda?
We can't have strong, outspoken, wealthy people like Andrew Tate running amok. We must bring them down.
Why?
You either get down or lay down.
Play the rest of the video. It's true. But play the rest of the video, please, Jesse.
But the lawyers for the brothers say this morning that those allegations have been resurrected into much more serious allegations that have now been laid against the brothers. And I think the position is now that they're waiting for a Bucharest court to decide whether it's going to act on this UK warrant, and that throws up the possibility of an extradition, I suppose, to the UK, but that's very unlikely to happen all the time that charges are still active against the brothers in Romania. The lawyers have said that this is a bewildering move by the UK authorities. The brothers are dismayed and deeply troubled. So we should know in the next 24 hours whether any action is going to be taken by the Romanian authorities.
This is part of the propaganda campaign because the UK is now ramping up its legal attack on me, and they want to put me in jail for some reason because Romania has failed. So now they're going to try. So they're going to try and poison public mind first, which makes it another thing interesting. And we're going to say this all on the podcast because why not? People say to me, "Oh, you're in Romania. You're going through the Romanian legal system. Isn't that scary? Do you think it's corrupt?" And I say, well, the Romanian legal system is not as politically charged as the West. do I have a fairer shot in a UK court where members of parliament discuss how I am dangerous and should be in jail?
I mean, they've already banned you from schools and stuff like that.
Do I get a fair trial in England? Tell me. I walk into the English court, trial, judge, law, because that's not subjective at all, of course. And I walk in there, and members of parliament are saying I'm dangerous, and the news is saying I'm dangerous, and the BBC is saying I'm dangerous, and everyone's saying I should go to jail. When I stand there in front of the judge and said, I haven't done anything, yeah, but you're Andrew Tate jail. What?
Yeah, what the fuck?
Do I get a fair shot in England?
Yeah.
I doubt it.
The BBC were begging me for an interview. I don't need any of these people. The only reason I even sat down with the BBC is because they were begging me. I can go and just say my own words and get plenty of views, right? But the whole time I was in jail, they were begging me for an interview. Can we speak to him on the phone? Maybe you can give an interview from jail. Can we have an interview? Please, 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 please. And I was saying, why do I want to talk to the BBC? And the BBC were saying, no, we don't want to do a hit piece. We want to come across, we want to be impartial.
This is what they're telling
This is what they're telling me. We want to be impartial. We believe there's a side of the story that hasn't been told. We're really interested in some of the, let's say, what's the word? I don't want to get this wrong. Inconsistencies in the Romanian justice system. We're very interested in his side of the story. There's been enough hit pieces. We want to tell the other side. We want to hear Andrew Tate's story. And I said no, on repeat. Then they sent me a list of questions. I didn't even ask for a list of questions. That's not who I am. I don't have to script. I never asked for a list of questions. They sent me a list of questions. Here's what we're going to ask. It's about his mental health. It's about the Romanian justice system. It's about the fact he hasn't been charged. His liberty's been deprived. All this stuff. And I thought, well, that's kind of interesting. Maybe it's a bit interesting. And the Matrix is obviously printing lies about me. And these are some interesting questions from the Matrix for the first time ever. Okay. They walk in here all smiles and happy, all smiley faces trying to take me off guard. I already have my list of questions, right? It's all going to be nice and easy. I sit down, and they instantly attack me. They put the cameras on first, and they attack me, expecting me to stutter and make a fool of myself. It's kind of like they tried to sucker punch me. I'm in the club, and they're my friends shaking my hand, and they tried to hit me.
Before we move on, just want to say that shout out the new UG who said that the what's truly criminal is his accent.
Oh, that's actually quite funny. What's wrong with Andrew Tate's accent? Well, it's probably that mixture of stuff now, isn't it? Because he's born in Luton in the UK, or raised in Luton. I don't know where he was born, but he was raised in Luton, and now it's probably a little bit American. But
you were saying,
yeah, but I was saying, right? Andrew Tate is a man, like you were saying, who is a very wealthy man who has an opinion. And our freedoms, it seems like in the future, are going to be taken away from us slowly, but surely. Now, do you know what this makes me think, Jesse, right? It makes me think to myself, I'm so glad that I kept myself to myself all my years that I've lived, right? And so no one can actually come out the woodwork and say, oh my God, Sa Ra Garvey, even though you say that, what?
You hate all black women.
I hate all black women. No one can come out and say to me, oh my God, Sa Ra Garvey, he raped me. Oh my God, Sa Ra Garvey, he made me feel uncomfortable. Oh my God. Listen, I kept myself to myself. Jesse, you know that the majority of my years as an adult was spent in relationships.
With white women?
No, with black women.
So I thought that's what you were saying. Okay, cool. Sorry.
With black women.
Well, when you say your majority of years, so you're like, let's just say 40, yeah? Just for the sake of this.
Yeah.
So from what age? Like 15?
From 18.
Damn.
18 was my first relationship, which lasted from 18 to 24. I was in there for about 6.5 years with my first girlfriend. And then I quickly got into another one after that, actually.
You mean during?
Huh?
You mean during that one you got into another one?
No, it was actually after. Why are you trying to start some shit? Yeah, it was after. I was in there for about 2.5 years. And then I had like a 2-year break. And then I was in one for 10 years.
So I want to ask you some questions today. We're going to get back to Andrew Tate.
Yeah,
but one of my questions was going to be like, seriously, who hurt you? Like, why are you this? Why are you like this?
Like what? What do you mean?
Let me finish. And now I see it's because you haven't actually experienced life. You've gone from the frying pan into the fire, into the deep fryer. Your whole life.
No, not at all.
You have. You just
you
can't see it. Cognitive dissonance.
Huh?
Cognitive dissonance.
Bro, listen, I was single for the last, I was single for like 4 years. That's a good amount of time. I saw my fair share of stuff. I did my fair share of stuff. But, you know, I wasn't like, you know, slapping my dick around everywhere. Do you know what I'm saying? I wasn't like giving it to everyone. But, pause, as they say. But yeah, like, I think I've got a lot of experience. That's why when I talk about relationships, I know what the hell I'm talking about, bro. I've been in them. You know what I mean? I was engaged to be married. I was nearly there, bro. Nearly over the line.
Okay, now we're peeling back the layers of your onion. Like we're seeing engaged.
And what are you getting from it?
Let's get back to Andrew Tate. We'll readdress these on the next show.
Yeah. So anyway, as it gets to Andrew Tate, it's funny that this arrest comes at a time, right, where he had a conversation the other day. And apparently, well, not even apparently, the conversation went a little bit left, and it was with a boxer by the name of Ryan Garcia. And I want to play that and let people hear exactly what was said. Jesse, can you play that, please?
Give me one moment because I'm watching football. I think it's this one here, right?
Talk to us.
Bro, I don't give a bro. They held me down and they made me watch little kids get. I don't give a anymore.
Where?
Bro, they took me to the woods, bro, and they tied. I'm not joking, bro. I have proof, bro. I don't give a bro. I'll show you every video you could ever believe. Bohemian Grove is real. They tied me down and they made me watch, dog. I absolutely don't give a anymore. Yes, I lost it. They're come on.
Who?
Bro,
You do know
you know the higher elites, bro. You already know who they are, bro.
No, you know what?
You know the path
Andrew,
you're going down is dangerous, my friend. That's
I
what
don't
I'm
give
worried
a
about.
fuck. I don't give a fuck. They can't touch me. I'm a god.
Well, that's the first point of contention because I care about you a lot, and I can assure you from my own personal experience that they can touch you.
Whoa, brother. I can assure you from my personal experience that they can touch you. For those who didn't understand that, Ryan Garcia is a very popular boxer. Fought Tank Davis, is due to fight Devin Haney apparently in like a month or two. I don't know if that's going to go through because of what's going on right now. But he said he was taken to the woods and he was made to watch some people have relations with some children. And he said a thing called Bohemian Grove is real. Do you know what Bohemian Grove is, Jesse?
Yeah, that's where they worship Moloch. Is it Moloch?
Moloch. Apparently. Allegedly. Everything's alleged.
I saw a thing with Alex Jones talking to someone because Alex Jones snuck in there years back. Have you seen this?
Allegedly.
No, he admits it.
Yeah, but we don't know it's Bohemian Grove. Okay. What are you talking about?
But yeah, I'm vaguely aware of Bohemian Grove and
well, he was saying that they took him, they had sexual relations with him, and they made him watch them have sexual relations with other children. Now, that sounds crazy. And what I've come to realize in this life is truth is stranger than fiction.
Yes.
Truth is stranger than fiction. And I'm not saying that it's true, and I'm not saying that it's not true. All I'm saying is that that's what he said. And he said that with Andrew Tate. And then all of a sudden, Andrew Tate's been arrested. Now, is that coinkydink? Is that a coincidence? I don't know. You going to say something?
No, I said I didn't put two and two together.
You can put two and two together, people, and you can come to your own conclusions. But when it comes to Andrew Tate and what they're doing to Andrew Tate, whether you believe whether you actually agree with Andrew Tate's views or not, right? I'm sure you can agree that something is very odd around here. Something is very odd when it comes to Andrew Tate and what is going on with Andrew Tate. They arrest him, they charge him, they put him in jail, then they give him his stuff back, and then they say that he done something, and then the women that were allegedly used in the sex trafficking come out and say, we weren't sex trafficked. I don't know what you guys are talking about. But then it's like, no, you were. The government telling them you were actually sex trafficked. You just didn't know your own mind. And then it's like, well, they're adults. Aren't they allowed to come to their own conclusions about what happened to them? And then now, after they've given him his stuff back or actually put him back into his house, I think he was on house arrest, but without charging him, and apparently they're still investigating. Now the UK have come for him after this conversation. It just seems a little bit weird, guys. I'm not going to lie. It just seems a little bit weird. Does it seem a little bit weird to you, Jesse?
Yeah, I mean, I didn't
You're
know
a
he'd been
conspiracy
arrested.
theorist anyway.
Oh, yeah, but there's a conspiracy theory, and then there's a blatant conspiracy, like to get him down. I didn't know he'd been arrested again until we started the show today.
Right.
And I was even astounded when I found out that it's for stuff that happened 10 years ago.
Stuff that happened
before
10
he was
years
even
ago.
born.
What did you do? If I came to you and you've already been to the court for something you done 10 years ago and they dismissed it, and I come and say, yo, Jesse, you know that thing that we dismissed 10 years ago? Yeah, we're going to rearrest you for it.
I'd be like, cool, good luck.
That's crazy,
Yeah,
bro.
it's crazy. But I'm like, cool, didn't work the first time. I actually know someone actually that got rearrested. Good friend Keith. Tax evasion.
So is it a thing of once you get money, yeah,
you got to fall in line? I said, you got to get down or lay down. And I meant that.
You see, this is what I'm trying to say about our freedoms that are going to go down in the future. Guys and girls who are watching, right? In the future, it seems as if our freedoms are being stripped away from us slowly but surely. It is said to us that we live in a democratic country and we live in a fair and balanced country, and the judicial system is fair and balanced. But I don't know if it will be. I think that the judges and the court system in the future will be paid off by certain quote unquote corporations.
What do you think, in the future or now? What?
I'm just saying, Jesse, right? I think that people are going to be paid off by corporations in the future. I'm saying if more people get rich and they start being more outspoken, because Andrew Tate is a man who can actually gather a small army. He's a man that could say, guys, be here at 10 o'clock and I'm going to be there. How many people? And thousands and thousands and thousands of people will turn up. And to quote Kanye West, no one man should have all that power, apparently. Especially if you're not falling in line with the status quo. And Andrew Tate doesn't fall in line with the status quo. And I think people, for whatever reason, do not want that to actually happen. So it's probably easier to quote unquote take him out. He said multiple times on streams that he loves his life and he's not going to commit. He's not going to, what they call, delete himself, for want of a better term. He's not going to delete himself. He's happy with his life. He's happy with his children. He's happy with his mother and his brother, and he doesn't want anything to happen to him. So if it comes around that he did delete himself, people are going to be like, yo, this is crazy suspicious. So in conclusion, I think that people, once you start to quote unquote leave the matrix will attempt to try and pull you back in line. It said, I totally understand why he uses the term matrix, because everyone is an agent. If you watch the film Matrix, a lot of people have never even seen the Matrix and they were like, oh, the Matrix. Like, no, go and watch the movie. Every person in the Matrix is a potential agent until they are pulled out of the Matrix. And if Andrew Tate is saying that he's pulled himself out, that means everybody in it is a potential threat to his freedom. Yeah.
No, with it.
Yeah. Jesse, do we have any comments at this point?
Anti-paganda, lock the taints up. Taints. What's weird is why these guys want to live in Romania of all places.
I mean, look, lock them up for what reason? I mean, I say if they've done what they've done, then put them under the jail, lock them up. But the suspicion that surrounds the Tates it's not straightforward. Do you know what I mean? It's not a straightforward case. So the bottom line is, I hear what you're saying, but we need something a little bit more concrete.
And with regards to you saying that he could summon an army, mobilize an army, the same guy said an army of kids.
It might be an army of young men. Yeah. However, if it is an army of kids and an army of young men, that is where the future lies. That is how we win wars. I don't think there'll be kids. There might be young men. People actually really do underestimate what it's actually like to be a leader and lead people. And a lot of people have criticism for people who have put themselves in positions that actually lead. So people can rubbish it and say, oh, an army of young men and blah, 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 which is cool. It's fine. You know, touch your opinion. But how many people have you led? That's what I'm saying. And it does get to a point where it's like, on the internet, this is what I've come to find. On the internet, a lot of people say a lot of stuff. They're in the comment section. The comment section of the internet has, for me, allowed a lot of people who are quote unquote losers to exist. I just actually believe that. I believe a lot of people comment on stuff and it's like, bro, you're a loser. Love, you're a loser. But I'm not saying you are, but I'm just saying, like, yeah. But going back to what I said earlier on, right? About getting out the matrix and about keeping yourself clean, keeping yourself, when I say clean, I mean clean as in the things that you do righteously. In the times that we're living in, it's very easy for a man specifically to be accused of something. And it's normally always to do with women. It's normally, go on, Jesse.
I didn't say anything.
Oh, okay.
Oh, no. Carry on.
It's normally always to do with women, okay? And a man can get accused of something when it comes to a woman, and she can be the reason for his downfall. But something that I'd like to say is that when it comes to lies and manipulation, I don't think anyone does it like women. I don't think anyone does it like women, Jesse. Do you know why I say that, Jesse, right? Because I'm talking about the Andrew Tate situation and I'm tying it in. Do you know the amount of lies and manipulation women will go through? In the early 2000s, Jesse, right, there was a show called Maury. Everyone remembers it, right? You Are Not the Father. And what I watched, when you really sit down and you think about that show showed you the lies and manipulation that women and the levels that women will actually go to. Women actually got to the point where they thought that their lies and their manipulation could outdo DNA tests. Like, you know that you have slept with however many men, but you're going to come on national TV and say to them, oh, he's this, he's that, he's that. There's no way he's 100% the father. He's 1,000% the father. And it's like, all right, I don't know if you slept with these guys, but you do, right? So you're telling me, you know, you slept with these guys or guy that's not your father, that's not the father of your child, but you're going to go on national TV and lie to the whole nation. And then when it comes out, act like you're the victim.
International TV. We saw it over here.
International TV. And then lie like you're the victim, bro. And then they would run and then they would cry. And then Maury would like be sympathetic to them. I'm like, oh, fuck off. There's no way you're sympathetic to a person like that. And you know what's so funny, to tie it into what happened in the modern day? It happened to Kirk Franklin, the artist Kirk Franklin. You know Kirk Franklin?
I've heard the name, but I couldn't pick
Kirk Franklin is a gospel artist in America. And he grew up without his father. And recently, he went looking for his father. He couldn't get it out of his mother who his father was. So he went looking for this guy and eventually found him. He done a DNA test on this guy and it came back 99.9% that is his father. He took it to his mother and his mother said she doesn't believe the test. His mother said the test is a lie. So he done another test. He said, okay, cool. But the same guy. And she still said it's not him.
Well, obviously it's not him. She's never met that man before. Come on, Sarah, please. Please.
Bro, that is the level of lies and manipulation that I've noticed with the modern day woman. Like, we've been seeing it from the 2000s, but I think it's kind of upped. So men, listen, you need to be very careful of these modern day women, bro. The lies that they will go to and the manipulation that they will go to is unlike any other thing that you've seen. Because I know as a man, right, if I'd done something and there might be some kind of evidence, I'm not going on national TV to say I never done it. You're crazy, bro. There's no way. What's it called? Megan Thee Stallion went on Gayle King. She went on Gayle King, bro. And Gayle said, did you sleep with Tory Lanez? And she said, no. I'm just like,
well,
so what was he allegedly shooting at you for then? What, because you were just friends? What, look, you didn't sleep with him?
Wait.
I'm just like, yo, these lies are crazy, bro.
Wait, so he shot her because she slept with him?
Well, they were in something, weren't they?
Entanglement.
Something. But she said she didn't even sleep with the guy. So I'm like, what? He got that emotional because you weren't sleeping together. Allegedly. I don't even believe that he shot her, personally. I don't. I believe that something went on there that we don't know about, and I don't believe he shot her. So if he did, then, he's supposed to serve his time. But I actually don't believe he shot her. I think there's something weird going on there. But yeah, that's my rant over with Jesse.
No, please continue. That's what people are here for.
But of recent though, Jesse, right? Diddy.
Ah, yes.
Did he do it or not? Let's start with Diddy. Let's start with Cassie when it comes to Diddy. When it comes to Cassie, right? She accused him of some stuff. Within 24 hours, it was done with.
Just like that.
It was done. Just like that. It was like it was there and then it was gone. But of recent, Jesse, there's a picture there, right? There's a picture there of a guy. Can you show that picture?
I have a picture of a guy.
No, you do.
This guy?
Right. Do you know who that is?
You told me it's called Rodney. I don't know.
That's
what that
Rodney
means.
Jones. Rodney Jones has accused Diddy again, as we know or don't know. But do you know what I want to do though, Jesse, right? I want to go through the court document because this court document is wild, brother, right? So people hear about stuff, allegedly, right, when it comes to Diddy, allegedly, but I don't think people go and read the stuff that has been alleged. I want to read it. I actually want to read it. Let's go to
this one here.
Yeah, let's go to number 1 because I think we need to read exactly what.
You're going to read it because it's really blurry on my screen.
That's no problem, brother. Is it blurry on is it blurry on their screen?
I mean, it's not great.
What, summary of events?
That's right.
Summary of events. This is what it says, right? From September 2022 to November 2023, Mr. Jones, who's the guy, right, produced 9 songs for Mr. Combs on the Love album. Mr. Jones lived with Mr. Combs for months at a time, spending holidays, birthdays, missing the majority of family events. Mr. Jones resided at Mr. Combs' residence located in Los Angeles, California, New York, and Miami, Florida. Mr. Jones also spent several weeks on a yacht rented by Mr. Combs on the U.S. Virgin Islands. Throughout the time with Mr. Combs, Jones witnessed, experienced, and endured many things that went far beyond his role as a producer on the Love album. The claims raised in this complaint have been corroborated through witness statements, video and audio recordings, images Mr. Jones has in his possession. Mr. Combs required Mr. Jones to record him on several occasions. Mr. Jones, Diddy, take that. Mr. Jones' cell phone began recording himself. As a result, Mr. Jones has secured hundreds of hours of footage and audio recordings of Mr. Combs, his staff, and his guests engaging in illegal activity. Mr. Jones has secured irrefutable evidence of the acquisition of use of distribution of ecstasy, cocaine, GHB, ketamine, marijuana, and mushrooms. The displaying and distribution of unregistered firearms, Mr. Combs providing laced alcoholic beverages to minors and sex workers at his homes in California, New York, U.S. Virgin Islands, and Florida. Mr. Combs' chief of staff, Christina, KK, instructing her staff to retrieve drugs so she could provide Mr. Combs for his consumption. Christian Combs drugging and sexually assaulting a woman. Mr. Combs detailing how he planned to leverage his relationship with Bishop T.D. Jakes to soften the impact on his public image of Cassie's Ventura's lawsuit. Young Miami's cousin and assistant sexually assaulting Mr. Jones. Actor Cuba Gooding Jr. sexually harassing and assaulting Mr. Jones. Rapper Red acted on Mr. Combs' yacht, consorting with underage girls, sex workers, and R&B singer redacted in Mr. Combs' Los Angeles and consorting with underage girls and sex workers. Brother, that's just one page. Bro, the thing goes on and on and on and on. Diddy, this is all alleged, right? This is all alleged, Diddy, okay? I'm not saying you done it, but I'm not saying you didn't do it. But what has gone on here is that he's brought Cuba Gooding Jr. into the fold. I don't know Cuba Gooding Jr. was down like that.
Do you think Diddy's guilty or not? Before you answer, look at your phone. I've just sent you a picture.
Oh,
look at this picture. I've got it up on the screen as well. And let me know, judging by this picture, if you think Diddy did it or not.
Judging by this picture,
yeah. The guys at home can see it too. People, let me know what you think. Judging by the picture of Sean Diddy Love Combs.
So you say just because of that picture he done it? Is that what you're saying? This is what you say, Jesse. What you're saying? A picture Come on, bro.
This picture here alone.
This picture there alone, that makes him guilty.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Come on. Let's read on, actually. Let's continue reading on. Let me find this. I'm going to read on because this stuff is just absolutely nuts what Diddy's been doing. Allegedly. I'm going to say allegedly, guys, because I can't. Oh, where did it go, Jesse?
What are you looking for?
I'm looking for what did. Oh, yeah. Is this number 2?
Mm-hmm.
Does it say Mr. Combs providing? No, it says Mr. Combs has
63.
attempted to groom.
Yep.
Right. Mr. Combs attempted to groom Mr. Jones into engaging in gay sex.
Oh, wow.
Mr. Combs was aware that Mr. Jones looked up and idolized his music producer, Stephen Aaron Jordan, Stevie J. Now Stevie J's in it, brother.
Wow.
Yeah. Stevie J is an American DJ, record producer, and television personality. Stevie J was part of the Bad Boy Records production team, The Hitmen. In 1997, Stevie J won a Grammy for his work on the Diddy album. Yeah, throughout the late 90s, Stevie J produced several songs, including for Mariah Carey, Tevin Campbell, Notorious B.I.G., 112, Jodeci, Faith Evans, Jay-Z, and Eve. Stevie J was one of the producers on the album. Mr. Combs used access to Stevie J and his knowledge of Mr. Jones's admiration of Stevie J to groom and entice Mr. Jones to engage in homosexuality. Mr. Combs went so far as to share a video of Stevie J anally penetrating a Caucasian male without a condom. This was done to ease Mr. Jones's anxiety concerning homosexuality. Bro, what is going on, bruv? What's going on? Bro, they say Hollywood has some weird things going down in there, right? They do say Hollywood has some weird things going down in there. And it's looking like it is, Jesse. It's looking like it is. Diddy's got, who we got? We got Stevie J involved. We got Cuba Gooding Jr. involved. There are other people named in there. Usher's named in there, right? There's other people named in there. Diddy. What does Castillo say? It's not looking good, bruv.
It's not looking good.
It's not looking good, bruv. Right? And so when it comes to Hollywood, and if we go back to the Ryan Garcia, let's say live, right? When he speaks about Andrew Tate and how he allegedly was taken to the woods and was shown the raping of little children. In this court document, it actually states that certain alcoholic beverages were laced and drugs were around, and he allegedly saw some guys with underage girls, minors. What's going on in Hollywood, man?
I don't know why these people, it's like the money makes them just like super horny and weird.
No.
No?
You know what it is, Jesse?
What is it?
You know what money does?
It brings out the real you.
Brings out the real you, brother. This is the type of you that existed. You are yourself when you have all of this money. Okay, this is why I've always said to people, when people are rich and obnoxious, or they're rich and they do the craziest stuff, it's because that's who they were. Money just gives you that confidence to reveal yourself. So this is who Diddy was, allegedly, and this is what goes on in Hollywood, allegedly, with people who have money, allegedly. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Who's the real you? If you had money, who would you become? Someone
who's gonna punch you in your face, definitely.
Wow. Let's move on. Let's get out of here.
No, I'm joking. Who would I be with money?
We know you go on and get your hair and beard sorted out, but like, talk about the person inside.
Why are you coming for my beard, bro?
Coming for what? Pause. Coming for no man. Let's just move on.
Yeah, let's move on. We can move on to this guy, you know. Do we have any more comments after that, actually, Jesse?
Dems Wood, it's demonic. These celebrities have sold their souls for fame and money. I was gonna say, earlier on, so did he manage to entice what's his name?
Rodney
Jones into
homosexual sex. What?
That's crazy.
But he was probably a homosexual before, though.
Okay, so what's the problem then?
Actually, let me not say that. I don't know he was a homosexual before. Apparently, Diddy's turned a lot of people out. You know, he was talking about leveraging his thing with TD Jakes. That's what he said in there.
Mhm.
Leveraging that with TD Jakes. I don't know, bro. I've always said, if you're gay, be gay. Do you know what I'm saying? Like,
Just do
but
it, man.
that luring people stuff, like, it's very predatory, bro.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying? It's very predatory, man. Like, I'm gonna see what goes on in the next coming months and years when it comes to this whole Diddy saga, and you guys are gonna see it too. So we'll see. It's not looking good for Diddy right now because he's been quite quiet. He's been quite quiet when it comes to this whole saga. So yeah, we shall see what happens.
I think I said a few weeks back, or apparently, if even 10% of what's alleged in the court documents is true, then we're looking at
He's
R.
going
Kelly
down.
level kind of charges.
Say again? R. Kelly level.
Yeah, if only 10% are proven to be true.
See, when it comes to R. Kelly, I've got a very controversial view on that.
That's because you're Jamaican, and we all know that the Yardies still worship R. Kelly.
I mean, you can't say that.
Okay,
I mean, I know a lot of Jamaicans do like R. Kelly.
You love
as
him.
a Jamaican, I know that. But you can't say we worship R. Kelly, bro. But yeah, when it comes to R. Kelly, I just think there's something fishy there as well. I'm not saying that R. Kelly's not a sexual deviant, though. I believe he is a sexual deviant. But some of the things that I saw about people sending them to his house and all this kind of stuff, I'm just like, listen, this is what I said about people and men putting themselves in positions which is going to come back to bite them. No matter how much money you have, no matter how much status you have, you must realize that you are going to be a target for people. You have a target on your back. If you're rich and you got status, and a lot of people know you, you have a target on your back. So you can get R. Kelly'd, you can get Diddy'd, you can get Michael Jackson'd, you can get Bill Cosby'd, and in all of those instances, I want people to understand they could all be guilty, but they could all be innocent. Also.
Yeah, like O.J. Simpson, man. Luckily, he was found innocent. Like, the truth prevailed.
What, you think O.J. Simpson killed the woman?
No, I'm saying luckily, like, it was proven.
You were doing that sarcastically, Jesse.
No, you just read it wrong.
Oh, really? Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm just saying that if you're a man in a position of power, then you must be very careful.
Yeah.
Women are going to throw themselves at you. Women are going to be there to try and attach themselves to your name. And you as a man need to decipher. You need to have discernment. You need to really vet the people that you're around. And like I said, I'm so glad that during my life, I haven't been crazy like that. Like, people can say a lot of things about me. They can say that I hate women, or I hate religion, or I hate all this kind of stuff. What's not going to happen, hopefully, because you never know with these matrix attacks, is people are going to come out the woodwork and say, oh, Sa Ra Garvey made me feel uncomfortable, and Sa Ra Garvey raped me, and Sa Ra Garvey. Nope, not me. I'm just saying, not me, mate. Right? I was sitting down chilling with my girl, bruv. I want to know the dates and times and whatever. Not me. So guys, I'm just saying, I know a lot of guys out there are ruled by their lower chakra. A lot of guys out there are ruled by their penis. And if you get girls, cool. Do you know what I'm saying? But you just need to, if you're a man and you are on the road to developing yourself into a better man, please be very careful. Please be very careful about the women that you put yourself around, because a lot of the time these men have the downfall of their own careers, and it's normally because a woman cries and a woman alleges something, and then you know what, that is really it for you. And like I said before earlier, women can tell you that DNA tests are wrong, bro. As long as they cry, and as long as they manipulate, and as long as they lie, people generally believe them. As a matter of fact, women can tell a story, Jesse. Case in point, we did a thing on Risa Tisa the other day, right? And this is why I said Risa Tisa, right? People like Risa Tisa can become overnight sensations because women love stories. It doesn't matter whether the story's true. It doesn't matter whether the stories lie. Women love stories, bro. That's why you sell books to women. You see, oh my God, his beating heart and his loins were on fire and blah, blah, blah. And women buy it, bro. You know what I'm saying? Women will buy that book. Okay. Women love stories. And if we don't understand that as men, right, we're going to fail. Women love a story. It doesn't matter. You can be the villain in a woman's story. You can be the good guy in a woman's story. It doesn't matter. Women love stories and they will buy into it. And that is why Risa Tisa became so popular, because women love stories. It doesn't matter whether she's telling the truth. I'm not saying that she's lying either. I'm just saying it doesn't matter whether she's telling the truth or whether she's telling a lie. The bottom line is women love stories. 80% of consumer marketing decisions are marketed towards women. Why? Because you can sell them a story. That's why women in their closet have bags and shoes and clothes that they've never worn. Why? Because they got sold the story. Because if you put this on, it's going to make you look nice. If you put this on, it's going to make you look amazing. If you buy this makeup, you're going to look like Rihanna. If you buy this hair weave, you're going to look like Beyonce. Yo, stories. Okay? Women love stories. That is the absolute bottom line. And that means I do what now, Jesse? I hate women again, don't I?
I'm gonna stop with that narrative because I've seen where you've been hurt in your life, so I'm starting to understand you a lot more.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, segueing into some more women, we have some OnlyFans
content. Woo!
Content.
Let's go. Oh, not like that. Sorry. Wrong end of the stick.
Bro, don't tell me you subscribe to OnlyFans. You're not one of those guys, are you?
No, unfortunately not.
Good. Listen, don't ever pay for that stuff. Guys, don't ever pay for OnlyFans. Leave that to the losers. But yeah, there was a podcast the other day, and there were these two women that actually made me start thinking. They were talking about their experience as OnlyFans models. I just wanted to go into it. Jesse, can we play that OnlyFans video, please?
The thing is, I've got two here, and I don't know which one's first because it doesn't label them.
Doesn't matter.
The Asian men, it is. When you get girls, white girls and black girls who do, and you'll have so many of their fans who comment, and the majority of them are Asian men. Unfortunately, they come from very uneducated background and they don't talk about it. It's all very taboo. So when it comes to them seeing me and Yasmina, either they love us or absolutely hate us.
They're really into Instagram as well. This is a massive thing. Growing up as a child, I got actually abused by Asian men.
Family members.
Yeah.
Okay.
As all Asian men.
Is that what made you go down this path?
I think from that, I've become more hypersexual from dealing with it at a young age.
Play the second one. I think that was interesting. I'll get to it. Play the second one.
Are you getting from the Muslim community with all that?
The thing is, the people that request to see it are Muslim men.
Deans from the mosques. I had this one guy who had like 100,000 followers on TikTok, and he was like preaching all this, and he literally subscribed to my page.
I've had imams subscribe to me.
They love their blasphemy, don't they? But I don't do blasphemy content. The extent of mine is I wear hijab and I say haram. I've had people saying, can you pray naked on a prayer mat? Can you masturbate with the Quran?
Yeah.
He asked for this stuff.
Like, and even shitting.
Muslim men who actually asked for this.
Do you know why I found that interesting, Jesse, right? Because as Asian women, they were saying that they get a lot of followers who are Muslim because they were Muslim, right? And they asked them to do things like do things on the Quran, do things on prayer mats. And they were saying that a lot of these men are quote unquote uneducated. I was on the internet, Jesse, right? And I went down a rabbit hole. You know when you go down a rabbit hole, folks, right? And you wonder to yourself, how did you get down here? So what I want to do is kind of bring you lot on the rabbit hole that I went down after seeing that, because I was like, okay, when she says that, you know, a lot of these men are uneducated, what does she mean? So now I went and looked into education within that part of the world. And you know what I found?
It's got the highest rate of education.
I found a highest rate of what?
Education.
Highest rate of education. No. There was a thing in that part of the world called consanguinity. You ever heard of consanguinity?
No.
Let's read what consanguinity is. Could you read that out for us, please?
Let's have a look. Consanguinity, the fact of being descended from the same ancestor. The marriage was annulled on grounds of consanguinity. Inbreeding coefficient. Oh, okay. So it's consanguinity inbreeding. Consanguineous marriage or cousin marriage is a type of interfamilial union defined as the marriage between two blood-related individuals who are cousins or closer.
Yeah. So basically, inbreeding. So I don't know if when she was talking, saying, oh, these people are quote unquote uneducated, if that's what she was talking about. So, bro, I'm telling you, this rabbit hole goes quite deep, and I don't know if you guys are prepared for it, but it goes quite deep. Could we put up the slide of consanguinity, and I'll read it?
Yep. The determinatus of consanguineous. The determinants of
consanguineous marriages among the Arab population, a systematic review, right?
Yeah.
This is PubMed Central, right? Inbreeding continues to account for a significant proportion of marriages among the Arab populations. Consanguinity is recognized in many studies as a significant factor affecting the health of the individual over several generations and poses a real public health problem and this systematic review was conducted to identify the detriments of consanguineous marriage among Arab populations published in the literature. Next one, please.
Mm-hmm.
In clinical genetics, a consanguineous marriage is most commonly defined as a union between couples related as second cousins or closer, equivalent to a coefficient of inbreeding in their progeny. Consanguineous marriages have been adopted for centuries. Currently, they are practiced by more than 1 billion of the world's population, with rates reaching 20 to 50%, particularly in Muslim countries of North Africa, Middle East, Central Asia, and most parts of South Asia, and traverse the belt running from Pakistan to Afghanistan to east to Morocco in the West. Among the major populations surveyed, the highest rates of inbreeding marriages have been observed in the Arab world, which stretches from Iraq to the Gulf states in the east to Morocco and Mauritania and the Atlantic coast of North Africa in the west. We'll get to the next. Brother, I'm not saying, when she said, this is the rabbit hole that I went down, when she said that a lot of the people were uneducated, bro, a lot of these people are in consanguineous marriages, are actually products of them. I know it sounds controversial, guys. I know it sounds controversial, but this is a proper study, right? And a lot of people, it made me think back to the days when I used to debate people at Speaker's Corner. I won't lie. This is why I went down this rabbit hole. I think I actually interacted with a lot of people who were inbred.
Who are conswined.
Who are actually part of the consanguineous gene pool.
They were conswined.
They were conswined gene pool. And I was like, listen, bro, I think I've debated with these people because when I was debating with a lot of these people, right, I was thinking to myself, are they all right? Like, I'm looking at them and I'm like, are they okay? But yeah, let's read on.
Okay, let me get
Let's
back.
actually read on.
Where were we? Here? No, we were here.
Let's read on.
There you go. Background.
Is it background? Cognitive ability tests are widely assumed to measure maximal intellectual performance and predictive associations between intellect, quotient, basically IQ scores, and later mental health problems. Very few epidemiologic studies have been done to demonstrate the relationship between familial inbreeding and most cognitive impairments in children. Objective: we aim to estimate the effects of inbreeding on children, cognitive behavior, and comparisons with non-inbred children. Last slide, please.
Let's go.
The results is that we found significant decline in a child's cognitive abilities due to inbreeding and high frequency of mental retardation amongst offspring from inbred families. The mean differences were reported for inbred as compared to non-inbred children. The higher risk of being mentally retarded was found to be more obvious among inbred categories, corresponding to the degree of inbreeding, and the same amounts least for non-inbred children. Brother, we got a lot of inbreds running around. I'm just saying, there's a lot of inbreds running around, guys and girls. I didn't know this. I'm not gonna lie. I did not know that such a significant part of this part of the world were inbred. I didn't know this, okay? Now, call me ignorant. And like I said, a lot of the time people are gonna say, oh, this is some kind of racism or some kind of, people being against certain other people. Bro, a lot of these people are inbred. And these are the studies that have been done. So when I was speaking to a lot of these people, I don't know, bro. I think a lot of them are inbred, Jesse, man. I'm sorry. That's just me. That is a rabbit hole that I went down, guys. Take it or leave it. What are people saying, Jesse?
People saying LOL and LOL. Brasses. Kind of sounds like it, bro. I'm reading random comments to throw you off. So there's a lot of comments regarding the Andrew Tate stuff.
Yeah, go on.
Humiliation
As we round
rituals.
up, go on.
Cookie Monster said, Sarah, LOL, love your content, but Taint is a wrong one. Recap for me because I think I missed it slightly. This is an earlier comment talking about Andrew Tate. Asher Spitz. Money's only.
Bro, you butcher people's names all the time.
Okay, I'm gonna spell it for you, and you tell me if I'm doing right. Yeah. So it's Asher, and then Spitzes. SPITTZS.
Spitz. Yeah.
You understand now?
All right, go on.
Money's only part of it. You have to be part of the satanic club to be part of the elite. Why do you think they call it selling your soul to the devil?
I disagree with that, but okay.
Cookie Monster said you see the video about Diddy's freak-offs. Did you see the video about Diddy's freak-offs?
Yes, I did. I saw the video about Diddy's alleged freak-offs. Thank you very much.
Nothing's alleged. He settled with Cassie immediately.
Alleged. So what if he settled it? She just wanted money.
Come on, man. You've seen the picture of Diddy.
Brother. Listen,
guys, we'll do it again.
I got to stay impartial. I got to say alleged.
Look at the picture of P. Diddy. If you can look at that face and tell me he didn't do it, any of it.
Well, now he's been linked to Meek Mill, hasn't he? Apparently. He's been linked to Meek Mill now. And there's videos now of him calling Meek Mill daddy in the swimming pool. Have you seen it?
I've not seen that.
Bro, he's calling him, yeah, daddy, da-da-da-da-da, and Meek Mill's just like looking up at him. And I'm just like, what is going on in Hollywood? Like, seriously, listen, guys, you can be gay, okay? I don't have a problem with if you're gay, man or woman.
No,
right?
If you're a gay man. If it's a woman, you have a problem, especially if she's black. But carry on.
Anyway, if you're gay and you're a man or a woman, right? Fine, go ahead. But the down low stuff, bro, I'd say just come out and be gay, bro. That's what I'm saying. Like, just come out and be gay. I don't see why people are hiding the stuff.
Oh, I saw a conspiracy about this.
Go on.
So it was this was in fact just yesterday. Randomly saw this. You said you don't know why people are gay. So apparently, you know how hip hop music is very homophobic.
You got there eventually,
very
mate.
Homophobic. Okay, that homophobicness. Homophobia. Wow, what's going on,
bro?
It's late today.
Are you one of those inbreds?
That homophobia was actually engineered by the FBI and CIA while rap music was coming up to make people believe that homophobia is like just to have it more prevalent. Okay,
right.
And then they use that as blackmail to get people into compromising positions to make them perform homophobic acts to use as blackmail. That's how Epstein got his power. The whole blackmailing thing. It actually started with President. Who was the president that had the gay lover and the mafia?
So it's part of a ritual to be gay.
No. Apparently, just being gay is normal, but like being homophobic is what's abnormal. Okay, are you with me?
So being against gay people is abnormal.
Exactly, being homophobic. So what they've done is make homophobia more prevalent. Say, yeah, like being gay is bad and this and that, and then at the same time, enticing powerful people, musicians, actors,
to be gay,
to be caught doing gay things.
So then people can go against them.
So then they can be blackmailed. You can get them to fall in line.
Right.
That's how Epstein got his power. I need to find the clip. Because I don't explain things very well, which is why I'm over here and you're over there.
And I'm here. And that's what people have said, because what you're talking about, like the Illuminati and the Freemasons and blah, 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 blah. People have said I'm Illuminati, bro.
No, they wouldn't take you. We wouldn't take you.
We.
I mean, they wouldn't take you. There's no room.
Oh, are you part of them?
I'm just speculating, but you don't seem like their type.
Bro, people have said it because, people have said that I'm part of the Illuminati or whatever because I don't know. Do you know what I've noticed, right? And do you know what I think is very interesting though? On that note, amongst black people think a lot of the time, which is kind of sad to me, they think that black people can't be successful unless they have been initiated into some part of a group.
I believe that.
You believe it?
I believe that, man.
That you can't be successful unless you're initiated.
When I have my successful friends that are like really genuinely successful, I'm talking about like multi-millionaires that came from like where I came from, yeah. They're not the same as they were like, I look in their eyes and something's different. And they don't speak up on certain things.
Do you know why that is probably, right? You see, we've gone to secret societies. I don't think secret societies are a bad thing.
Oh, no.
I think secret societies are a good thing because essentially secret societies are to help.
It's a brotherhood.
It's a brotherhood to help other people out. I think if your secret society is steeped in, I don't know, gay acts or whatever, you know, like that's when the problem starts to come in. Do you know what I mean? Like if you're trying to film people doing some weird stuff so you can have it on them at a later date, that's where it gets a little bit weird. But I don't think secret societies are a bad thing. I think secret societies are a good thing. I think some of the most sacred things to you need to be kept secret.
Of course, protected.
You have to protect them.
What the hell's going on here?
Yeah, you have to protect them. So I don't find people who find secret societies in general or secrecy.
No, you didn't.
Now I'm doing what you're doing. Secrecy a bad thing. They don't understand the world.
Yeah, exactly. Talk about the boule. It's been in the comments quite a lot. And
what's the boule?
You don't know what the boule is?
What's the boule?
So I don't know what the
Sounds
boule
French.
is. The people in the comments maybe can help us, but from what I'm aware, it's another secret society which P. Diddy is meant to be a part of, and I think it's like exclusively for powerful blacks. I'm not too sure. Have you not heard of the boule?
No, I don't know the boule.
Maybe
I'm saying that because I'm part of it and I'm not allowed to speak about it.
Then that means you're in cahoots with Diddy.
Did I just say that?
Say what?
They're gonna come for me, man.
Pause. Not about coming. You keep trying to come.
Yo, Jesse, we're gonna round up now, man. Thank you everyone for joining in. Thank you everyone for commenting. Thank you everyone for having your say. Whether we disagreed or agreed, I don't mind. Okay, I really don't mind. I'm one of those people that don't take things very personally. So you can call me whatever you want, and I can call you whatever I want, but you're probably going to take it more personally than me because people are probably more in their emotions than I am, but I'm not. So call me anything you like, good or bad. But thank you for joining. And Jesse, we are going to be out. I'm going to catch you on the flip side.